Hello guys, this is Silvia from Spill the Tarot and my channel Silvia Memoir, and this is the pick a card reading for all zodiac sign. So all you need to do is to choose a pile with your intuition and see what kind of messages are meant for you. Remember that these are collective reading, so maybe some of it might or might not resonate. So let's start. I'm a little bit late with these type of readings, so apologies. Okay, so let's start. I'm a little bit late with the pick a card. Sorry guys, I had a busy Easter, a couple of weeks. Okay, so let's pick 3 cards. Okay, one more. Now let's choose 3 card tarot. If you are interested on the decks I use on my channel, remember you can find the flip through of this deck on my channel. Okay. Let's choose a couple of cards each from this deck. Okay guys, so these are the 3 piles. To start the readings, just choose. Alright. Okay guys, so this is group reading number 1. You have chosen number 1, so let's explore the messages together and see what we got for this group. So we got Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation, struck by love. Okay, let's see what's the second message. The chaser, fear of abandonment, chasing codependency. Okay, so it looks to me like for this reading, I think for this group is focused on love dynamic. So we have about receiving a surprise invitation. If you guys have been looking for love, you will definitely meet someone that you like. You might feel like the lightning is striking, like a love at first sight kind of feeling. And this person might become a chaser, you know, they might really chase you because they're interested. However, the chaser card is also about fear of abandonment, chasing codependency. So just be careful if the person that you're dealing with or the person that you will meet is chasing you, or, you know, trying to romance you for the right reason, not because he is one of those people that needs to be with someone, but because they actually like you. Okay, also I think the chaser sometimes can be also a little bit of a love bomber, but yeah, no, I think in this dynamic it's nothing toxic. Just maybe some person, this person could be someone who has fear of abandonment. They might really feel like they want to be in a relationship more because they prefer to be with someone that they be on their own. Maybe they really want the relationship kind of dynamic in their life. Some people don't deal very well being by themselves. Okay, but you know, nevertheless, this is very uplifting and very positive messages. So let's see what else we get from the tarot. So we got the Knight of Cups, talking of love. So it's coming forward quite strongly. The Wheel of Fortune and the High Priestess. Very nice card. So again, we got Prince Charming, guy. Knight of Cups. This is the Prince Charming of the tarot. So this is someone that will be very romantic, try to sweep you off your feet. Someone that really does a lot of sweet things for you and is very interested. However, just remember that this is someone that they might be more interested in on the romantic side of the connection and the passion, rather than thinking long term. Maybe someone, I always see this card like someone, it's not like they don't like to be in a relationship, but it's just someone that they really like the romantic feeling of a connection, but do they deliver when things start to get difficult or less, when the honeymoon phase fades? What do they do, you know? But nevertheless, even this kind of situation can be enjoyable, especially when, you know, maybe you've been single for a while, or you haven't had any passion or romance in your life for a while, so why not? You know, just you know, bear this in mind. I feel like this will feel like, for some of you, could feel like fate with the Wheel of Fortune, or something that was meant to happen. And it feels like also for some of you, this will bring some sort of new cycle in your life. So yeah, probably some of you, like this card again, show us, you know, you might be surprised by someone interest all of the sudden. You might meet someone that you really click, this Prince Charming, out of nowhere, and you will get really excited. I feel like this connection will be a little bit enigmatic with the High Priestess. Maybe this person will be a bit mysterious, but maybe someone that also come across as knowledgeable but very mysterious. So, you know, the reading is saying to also trust your intuition with this connection. But if you feel like, you know, you haven't had any romance or passion for a while, go for it. You know, not all connection is to be serious at the end of the day. So this is quite exciting. So let's see, what is the message from the Oracle for this reading? So we have Path of Shadows. Beautiful card. So let's have a look at the booklet to understand a bit more this card, the number 24. Okay. The Path of Shadows calls on you to do the uncomfortable work of looking at your own shadow. This is necessary stretch of any healing journey, to look at the part of yourself, your behavior, your emotion, they are not proud of any therefore might be hidden. It is time to acknowledge the things you have avoided or rejected within yourself. Try to be curious when you might instinctively feel judgmental or afraid. Trust your inner light to guide you, knowing that you wouldn't be presented with the Path of Shadow if you weren't ready for it. And the key words for this card is shadow work, subconscious, self-acceptance, and moving past fear. So I like this card. It's interesting that we get this, because I get the feeling that basically, you know, this is a message about confronting something that can be uncomfortable. And it just you know, I think it makes me think of this card, the Chaser, because this is about codependency, fear of abandonment, and of course this is a type of, you know, negative trait, because it's not healthy, you know, when people feel like that. And in this situation, it could be the person that you will meet, or maybe you have this kind of attitude when you feel like a connection with someone because of past trauma. So I feel like the card is telling you to embrace this shadow part of yourself, and not to shy away for things that, you know, you might not be proud of. If you are someone who is a bit codependent or has a fear of abandonment, just confront it, accept it with yourself, and you can always improve that. There is no shame. But generally, I feel this this card is about basically accepting yourself. Don't be scared of experiencing life or whatever has to offer. And, you know, trust also your subconscious. You see, here we go again, subconscious. And the High Priestess is about subconscious. It's about, you know, trusting your gut feeling about situation. So, very interesting. So, let's see what other messages. I'm going to use another deck to get some more messages that could be relevant for the people of this reading. So let's see what other messages do we get. Okay. See what other messages. So don't shy away from desire. So definitely the cards are encouraging you. I'm just gonna put them here. The cards are encouraging you not to shy away from any desire, as love is coming, passion is coming. Distraction are disturbing the flow of energy. So if you are dealing with any distraction, they're not good for you, you know, they might affect your energy, the way you feel at this present time. Let's just get one more. Do not give up. Yeah, do not give up on love, do not give up on connection, but most importantly, do not give up on people that and things that they can make you happy. And remember, experiences are always experiences. Okay, this is interesting messages. And now, just to conclude your reading, let's get a message from this other deck. Let's see a message from your spirit guides and angels. Let's see a message from this card to conclude your readings. It's quite interesting, nice reading for group 1. So I would be very excited if I was you. Love is coming. You will be struck by love or by a passionate encounter. Okay, let's see. Stop giving away your power right now. Okay, this is the overall message to finish your reading. Yeah, don't give away your power. Don't be afraid of what can go wrong, or you know, to experience things. Just go, you know, just do whatever you want. Don't be afraid. And you know, when you are sure on yourself, do what makes you happy. Do things with your will, and this is how you stop giving power to other people. And just you know, let fate or life just happen with the wheel of fortune, because our life is made of cycles. Okay guys, this is all for your reading. I hope it was useful. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you again in my channel with another one. Bye bye. Okay, so this is group number 2. Thank you so much for being here. Let's explore the messages together for this pick-a-pile type of reading. So let's see what we got as our first message. Ooh, this is interesting. Girl with a snake, charmed or use unable boundaries. So here we see like somebody's been a bit sneaky. And the second message is, ooh, again, the snake. Competition, enemy, other woman. Look over your shoulder. Oh, I'm sorry guys, this is not a good start. They're very strong energy. So what strike me that for this group, this message is really reinforced. So I feel like you have to be careful. You're dealing with someone or a situation where you have to look after your shoulder. Someone has been sneaky with you. Maybe not truthful. It could be someone who is not a real friend. It could be a partner or a boyfriend. They are not very fair or trustworthy with you. It could be someone that is testing your boundaries to see how much they can fool you, or how much they can take from you. You know, some people are sneaky, as you can see. And if it's not related to relationships of any type, we have this card is also about competition, enemies. So this could be happening at work with co-workers or a situation. Now let's explore the tarot card and let's see what else we get as messages. So we got Strength, which is a major arcana. The Womb, this is another major arcana specific for this deck. And the Nine of Swords. So yeah, I can see the first thing that comes to my mind is that the tarot is telling you that you're supposed to really remember that yourself, that you have strength in yourself. You are powerful. You can tame the lion. You can you don't have to be afraid of any situation. You can do it, even if some people test you, even if some people undermine your strength, your inner strength. And in this particular card, it's basically telling you to don't be afraid to show that you have this strength, that you can overcome things. You're not afraid. And you should solve the situation basically with your not with fighting anybody or having arguments. Sometimes the best way to confront people who are a bit sneaky and not truthful with you, sometimes it's better to use persuasion and sweetness, you know, show them strength, not physically but emotionally, that you are unfazed by their action. I feel like with the Nine of Swords, I can see that if you're not experiencing this already, some of you will know what I'm talking about here, but some of you might not know yet that they're going to experience this type of situation with someone. And I can see with the Nine of Swords that this situation might cause a lot of stress, a lot of nightmares. Perhaps because it wasn't expected. Maybe somebody that you trusted and it wasn't expected. And this is a card that the artist have added to this deck, the Womb. I think it's about really silence yourself around you. I think it's time to do some reflection and silence yourself to decide what next move you should take in solving a situation which is a bit tricky with someone that is basically trying to be sneaky with you. But don't forget, yeah, that you got inner strength. Don't let them underestimate you. Sometimes people do. Let's see what is the message from the Oracle. We go 11, Intuition, for this group as well. Intuition comes up a lot in readings, because I think intuition is something that people underestimate as well. You know, we all have our gut feeling and intuition sometimes in situation. So this card is about inner voice, personal truth, gut instinct. Intuition encourages you to trust your inner voice even when it goes beyond logic or push it against the collective grain. If you find it difficult to hear or trust yourself, seek out environments that encourage self-reflection. This requires intention, trust, and practice. Be patient, you will soon develop a deeper relationship with yourself. So I really like this card that came out also with this womb again, because this card is about encourage some self-reflection. I feel the lady in this card is really surrounded by water. She's really checking her emotion and silent the environment around her. You know, when you swim and you go underneath the sea, you know, it's very silent, and I think this is one of the things that needs to be done and address, you know, to address this situation. And trust your intuition, because sometimes our intuition, our gut instinct can tell us more than we think. Of course, it's natural to feel like that. It's a strong energy, you know, having nightmares. But when these cards come out, it's basically telling you, you know, do not feel negative about situation. Do not let situation stress or give you nightmares, because there is always solution to anything, mostly. Okay, now let's see what other message. I'm gonna use these other spirit sacred messages type of oracle. Let's see what other messages are coming for this reading for you guys. Okay, let's see. Brand new stable beginning, so this is very positive. No, this will not succeed. Okay, so I feel like for some of you there will be a brand new beginning because something didn't work out, maybe after the situation is revealed, or you know, you find out more. Nothing is set in stone. This is another message for you for this reading. Yeah, nothing is set in stone. Things can always change. You know, this is how life is. You know, anything is possible. Anything can happen at any time. So these are very interesting messages, because one is a brand new beginning and one, no, this will not succeed. So yeah, I feel for some of you, something new will start after something get close up, perhaps because of this. Alternatively, I could read it as something new is happening for you guys, but eventually you will realize that it will not be successful. But you need to be prepared for it, because like it's saying, nothing is set in stone. So this would be different views for different reading. I mean, different answer for different people of this group. So let's see what other message now to complete your cosmic message for you to complete this reading. I understand this reading is a bit tough for whoever picked it, but don't worry, you know. Don't worry, it doesn't have to be something really bad or really drastic. It happens. It sucks, but sometimes it happens. Say goodbye to your past and leave the baggage behind for good. So I feel like, yeah, this is the message that the cosmic, you know, want to send you. Yeah, perhaps you know, after distressing over this betrayal, you know, or maybe you will just let go of somebody that you can no longer trust, or that you decide that, you know, you don't want them close to your circle of people. So yeah, just say goodbye to that and leave it behind you. That's the way to do it. Not everybody is upsetting or, you know, sad sometimes, but not everybody is meant to be in your life for a long term. And especially they shouldn't be there if it's not someone that you can trust, if they got alternate motives. Okay, so this is all for your reading, guys. I hope it was useful. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you soon on my channel with another reading. Bye bye. Hello guys, so this is group number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's explore the messages together. So let's see what we get as first messages. Wedding rings, union, marriage, soul connection, everlasting love, devotion. Okay, some of you maybe they will consolidate a relationship. There is a union, marriage, or maybe, you know, even if it's not marriage, literally consolidate your relationship somehow. Or maybe having a more committed relationship. And then not today, boundaries, hurt, avoiding conversation, not dealing, still upset. Okay. Okay, so I feel for some of you, this could mean that you wanted a consolidation or a proper union with someone. You were expecting either a proposal or like moving forward, doing something substantial with this person that will bring your relationship forward. However, this card, this energy is saying not today. Basically, the situation seems not to be favorable for this to happen. It talks about boundaries, hurt, maybe somebody's hurt in this connection. Somebody is might be just avoiding the conversation of being committed. They're not ready or they don't want to have it. And this is a bit upsetting. So let's see what are the messages we get for this group. Obviously, this is not what people expect, especially when you are very invested in someone and, you know, building a relationship together. This is the last thing that you will want to hear. You know, but you know, there could be so many reasons why people are not ready. It doesn't have to be because they, you know, the right person for them, or vice versa. It could be other situation that might block them from fully commit to take the next step. So let's see, we got the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, and the Page of Wands. Okay guys, so the way I see it here, I see two people. One is a Queen of Pentacles, one is a Queen of Wands. So a reason for this avoiding conversation of committed or being upset and feeling hurt is maybe you were dealing with a situation where there was more than one person involved. I see two queens. They are two feminine energy. Those don't have to be women, it could be men as well. But basically the Queen of Pentacles is someone that is very stable, looking after the house, looking after the finance, someone that you can really rely on and make you feel very secure and give you the financial and emotional security. While the Queen of Wands, it is someone that with whom you can have a very passionate kind of energy. She is very energetic, very sociable, very passionate, and can definitely make you feel very strong, exciting feeling in a connection. So there are two different type of energy here, and so it could be potentially two different people. And then we got the Page of Wands as well. And this card is mostly about possibility, free spirit. So I feel for some of you, you might know that you are in between two people, or maybe you're not completely free from someone from your past. You know, one of these two people could be an ex or someone that you're still connected with, and the other person could be the person that you're thinking to having a proper commitment, and maybe you just still emotionally attached to somebody else, and they still are making you not ready, you know, to have this commitment with this new person or the person that is currently in your life. and it's creating, you know, and you know, it feels like if this is you guys or the other person, but someone is basically avoiding this conversation, is not really expressing fully this kind of feelings of frustration, or you know, not being ready, and they're just avoiding the conversation, which can, you know, create hurt and disappointment. So let's see what we get as an oracle card message. So we got quest, beautiful card. So let's see on the booklet what we get for this card. This number 30. So the keywords for this card is adventure, hero's journey, traveling, soul searching. Quest appear when you are in the midst of a journey towards a greater goal or purpose. If you have not yet embarked on this quest, this card appears as an encouragement. This is something you desire, and the path to attainment will be long and winding. As you move even closer to your ultimate dream, remember to enjoy and learn from the process. Also remember that a quest is often best navigated with the help of others. Consider who might be able to journey with you and offer aid along the way. So I quite like this card because I feel like this card is about basically encouraging you to embark in a quest or attain something that you desire. So I feel like for a lot of you, the cards are telling you to keep going forward. If the commitment relationship is what you want, or trust and devotion with someone, you should definitely do whatever it takes to obtain it. And basically I feel like for the majority of you is also telling you not to get discouraged because of today is not the right time. Doesn't mean tomorrow is not. Maybe it's just a phase. So as I said, this card is about possibility and freedom, so maybe it's just a phase in this connection, and you know, once you work through the moment, you know, things will move forward. But if that's not the case for some of you, if this is what you want, you shouldn't let anybody hold you back, you know, and you should just go ahead and do whatever it takes, go on your quest to get what you want out of life and a relationship. So let's see what other messages we get from the Secret Sacred Messages Oracle. Let's see what other messages we get. Okay, let's see. A few weeks. Okay, so this also just made me think of this. So it's saying a few weeks. Yeah, maybe, you know, you're dealing with a situation where the person or yourself, you're not ready today to talk about having a conversation about why the commitment is not happening, why there is hurt, why there is confusion. And I feel like for the majority of you, in a few weeks, maybe that will unblock itself. For some of you, might be a few months instead of a few weeks. Oh my God. And for some of you, a few days. Wow, so we got so many different timings. For you, some of you, you will have few days. For some of you, a few weeks. And for some of you, a few months. So I guess that will depend a lot on the dynamic of the situation that you guys are dealing. How serious is the connection with this person? How long you've been talking to each other? How old are you? What kind of experiences you have, background? So that's why I feel like there are so many variables here. So this is interesting. So let's see a final message for you guys from the Cosmic Messages Oracle. Let's see what the angels and your spirit guides want to tell you to conclude this reading. So this reading is basically not negative. you know, it's just highlighting some conversation that needs to be had at some point, and be clear about what we need and what we want with the other person. Life can be hard, life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? Okay, so this is a very interesting messages. Yeah, how you wanna live your life? Do you wanna focus on what's hard, or you wanna focus on what is wonderful? Because that depends on ourselves. You know, do you wanna focus on the fact that the connection at the moment is stuck? That today is not the right time to having this uncomfortable conversation about marriage, or a develop of a strong connection? Or do you choose to just focus on your life and what makes you happy? You know, we need to decide what we should prioritize, because I think we can't control really things that happen to us, but we can control how we behave and what we do. So this is all for this reading, guys. I hope it was useful. Thank you so much for using it. Those are very quick little messages. I hope it was useful and you enjoyed. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon on my channel very soon with another reading. Bye bye.